What's up? On both. I got another joint
Oh,
open
okay.
too.
So,
The water, sir.
you working a lot on
No, I can't be
training.
crushing.
Who's all want to teach that? Right? Or you cover something?
No, you can clip it.
Hmm.
Can you clip it, Bubba the Show? I forgot. So I'm not on Wednesday anymore, so.
Yeah, they're all out. They'll hit you up. Like this?
Man, he probably won't even trip. It wouldn't interfere with he though.
No. I mean, he not teaching today. He probably got slid. You probably could if you wanted to.
Nah, I'm a chill. Just in case.
No, his class would have started off by now. But you don't want Philly in the rest.
The water, sir. The Son of Christ. All right. All right. Shalom, Israel. We are the ISUPK. Start out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are under Commander Julian Hanna. Okay. We are here to teach the so called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans the truth of this Bible. All right. And as you know, today is Wednesday. So what do that mean? It means that we're going to be teaching the law, right? Teaching the law out the Bible. Okay. And the topic today is, what's coming up? New Year's. Okay. Understanding that is not in the Bible, give y'all the understanding how the Lord think, what the Lord thinks about New Year's. All right. And when is our New Year's? Okay. Because this is not our New Year. Because from my understanding, everything grows back and comes back to life in the springtime. All right. But of course, we are in captivity, and we're following after other people. All right. Following after people that the Lord said a long time ago, never follow after these other people. All right. Since the Garden of Eden. Okay. The Garden of Eden, the Lord told Adam and Eve, do not eat from this tree. That tree wasn't a literal tree. It wasn't no apple that they ate. Okay, it was them following after the other nations.
Right.
All right, they followed after the other nations. And to give you an understanding of the fig leaves, you can go, if you could, sir, can I get Acts, the 31st chapter?
Cut.
I believe is right there. Acts the 31st chapter. All right. Show y'all a little something, right? That we shall not follow after these other people. This is why the IHBK, man, we stress so much that you shall not follow, okay? Do not follow after these heathens. The Lord told us that, all right? Why would we want to follow after their customs when we have our own? This whole Bible is a nigger book. It's a wetback book. It's a savage book. You understand? It's a so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American book. This is our history. All right. Look no further. You don't have to go on Google and all that. All you gotta do is just go to your grandma's house, get the King James version of this Bible. You understand? Go to your nearest bookstore, or you can go on your phone. All right. Come to class and learn about your history. Learn about your customs and your ways. You understand? They like our enemy, the oppressor knows that if he keep us away, all right, from our heritage, you understand? If he keep us away from our identity, he can have a strong hold on us. All right. And that's what we want to destroy in the ISUBK. And that's what we have been doing. We have been destroying, you understand, these holds that our oppressor has placed on us. So, like, sir, you have the scripture,
Actual.
the 31st chapter, not Acts, Ezekiel, the 31st chapter. Yeah, I'm tripping. I got that mixed up. Salakia.
Ezekiel 31 and 1.
Con.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get there with you.
In the book of Ezekiel, chapter 31 and verse one.
Mm-hmm.
And it came to pass in the 11th year, in the 3rd month, and the first day of the month, that the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak unto Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and to his multitude, whom art thou like in thy greatness?
All right. Keep going, sir.
Verse 3. Behold, the Assyrian was a cedar in Lebanon, with fair branches, and with shadowing shrub, and of a high stature, and its top was among the thick boughs.
So right now you're gonna learn about the Assyrian, all right, being a cedar tree, all right, talking about its fair branches, all right, shadowing stroud and a high stature, all right, and his top amongst the thick boughs, meaning that this cedar trees get big as ever, right? And this tree is humongous. It's telling you that this tree is big as ever. All right, let's keep going.
Verse 4. The waters made him great, the deep set him up on high, with her rivers running about his plants, and sent out her rivers unto all the trees of the field.
So what you read right here where it said the waters made him great, meaning that around is the waters, meaning that he's this tree, right? It has everything to become. You understand what it is at this time. You understand this tree is great in size. It got the water running deep. You understand, meaning that those roots is always being is getting that nutrients. You understand, is getting the water. You understand, to be flourished. So like, sir, keep going.
Verse 5. Therefore his height was exalted above all the trees of the field, and his boughs were multiplied, and his branches became long because of the multitude of waters which he shot forth.
So this is explaining right here what it says that his height exalted above all the trees of the field. This is talking about the Assyrian Empire, all right, being the strongest empire in the world, all right, and that his branches became long. You understand? Because of how powerful and how strong they was. All right. This is being referred to a tree. All right. Well, it makes sense. A tree in the Garden of Eden. All right. And the tree that is being referred to as a nation. Keep going, sir.
All the fowls of heaven made their nests in his boughs, and under his branches did all the beasts of the field bring forth their young, and under his shadow dwelt all great nations.
Listen, under his shadow dwelt all great nations. This is the only thing that is explaining that everybody depended on this nation. You understand? Everybody fell under this nation, and this nation ruled over every other nation. You dig what I'm saying? Like, this is explaining the Assyrian Empire. All right, let's keep going.
Verse 7. Thus was he fair in his greatness, and in the length of his branches, for his root was made great waters.
All right. So it says, thus was he fair in greatness. All right. In the length of his branches, for his roots was by great waters. Again, it's talking about how great this tree was. All right, this cedar tree being represented as the Assyrians. Let's keep going.
Verse 8. The cedars in the garden of God could not hide it. The fir trees were not like his boughs, and the chestnut trees were not like his branches, nor any tree in the garden of God was like unto him in his beauty.
Keep going.
Verse 9. I have made him fair by the multitude of his branches, so that all the trees of Eden that were in the garden of God envied him.
So this is talking about us envying, you understand, the power of the Assyrians. All right. It's talking about that so that all the trees of Eden, talking about us, were in the garden of God, envy him. Meaning that us Israelites, you understand, envying the power that the Assyrians had. Well, why would we have that type of, why would we have that energy for this great tree? Because We know that we supposed to be above these people. In the book of Deuteronomy, the 7th and 6th verse, all right, it explains that the Lord chose us to be a special people and to be above all these nations. Now, everybody is clicking over to the Assyrians, bowing down to the Assyrians, respecting their power. You understand? When we know deep down inside, yo, they should be following after us. We should be the ones ruling this world. But because when we want to sin against the Lord, when we don't want to do what we supposed to do, right? When we want to celebrate the holidays of these other nations, you understand? That's what it's explaining right here. The branches. What does branches produce? Leaves, right? In the Garden of Eden, what did Adam and Eve do? They put together the fig tree, leaves, you understand, to cover their nakedness. You understand what I'm saying? Like they wanted to do, they ate the fruit, meaning that they ate from the tree that they wasn't supposed to eat from, meaning that they followed after the heathens when you're not supposed to. You're supposed to be following what the Lord told you to do. But Kashaw, sir, can I get Deuteronomy 7 and 6?
Cause
If I could, Brother Kashaw.
if I could, what you bringing out is so heavy. Is that the book of Ezekiel, the 31st chapter, when the car was breaking down, is that this is a direct precept. To show you like what the different trees represented in the Garden of Eden. That that says the Assyrian was like the cedar. Goes to show you that it wasn't no apple, it wasn't no some little or papaya like the Christian church would like to say. That's right. Us following after the other nations. And that goes back even in the beginning when we all, before Israel, we were all Adamites. We were all, come out of Adam. The fact that, that Adam and Eve went off and they go do what the other nations did and tried to hide themselves, amongst the other nations, goes to show you, man, that we shouldn't be following after these heathens at all. But I got Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
Most time Christ, like, man, we are special people. We want to celebrate Christmas and Thanksgiving and 4th of July. Why don't we just celebrate what is ours? We was happy about Juneteenth. We rioted and looted in 2020. Well, let's just keep that same energy and just do us. Listen to the priests and prophets of the Lord. All right. And this is what's in the Bible. If you could, sir.
Come, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Now, when you look at the word holy, right, in the Zion Compact Bible Dictionary, all right, even the white man himself said that holy and holiness means to be separate, to withdraw. Okay, so we are a holy people, meaning a separate people. Okay, meaning that we should not be doing what other people was doing, right? Like, remember when we was younger, our parents would ask us, "Oh, some of us, I ain't gonna say, some of us, we want to follow after, what I mean, that those couple friends that that didn't mean us too much good, or they was a little hard headed." Right, and your mom or dad might say, "Well, if your friends jump off a bridge, would you do it?" You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll be like, "No, I'm not jumping over bread. So why are you doing everything that they doing? Don't do that." That's what the Lord is really saying to us. Like, we follow customs that are vain of these other people, and we shouldn't. We've been breaking down Christmas for like a whole month. The whole month of December, a little bit of November, we were just breaking down Christmas. There's no reason why you tuned into one of our classes or heard us on them streets and us coming out the Bible, all right, out the book of Jeremiah, the 10th chapter, that anything in your head should tell you that God is with Christmas. All right, God, the Most High is not with Christmas. We had to let go of the things of this world. This is why, let me tell you something. The Jewish man is successful because he doesn't do after other people. You understand? They don't do after other people's. They do what they do. They took our records, actually read them, right? Broke it down. They seen our infrastructure. They see how our government was ran. They seen how we only dealt with us, and we didn't see it as a bad thing. Okay, we didn't see it as a bad thing. I mean, Salakia, I said wait. Jewish people didn't see it as a bad thing to just rely on each other. Now, Jewish people, you can be converted and then you'll be counted as one of them, right? But a lot of them say you can be converted. You understand what I'm saying? Like they understand in a way that we have to rely on each other. That's why they have their own communities. When we supposed to have our own communities. And we actually do have our own community, but we don't own it. The Jewish people own their communities. Okay, they run the Diamond District. You understand? They are in big time corporations. All right, amongst the list of billionaires and trillionaires and all that. You understand? Like they took what was in our book and utilized it. So if we do the same thing, we would be higher than them. That's why we listen. We envy our oppressor when we do what he do, or we do what she do. Oh, the white woman got white blonde hair. I'm gonna get the same thing. Oh, I remember back in the 80s, in the 70s, the cocaine era. We envied the oppressor. We wanted to be like him, so we started sniffing cocaine, saying it was a rich man drug. Because who was the rich man at the time? White people. And we started sniffing cocaine. We started trying to be like them. You understand? And then it led us to smoking crack because we all wanted to sniff cocaine to be like the white man, but we didn't have enough money like the white man to keep getting high. You understand what I'm saying? Like cocaine is it's a quick high, and then you go right back into the withdrawal of that whole feeling. Well, when crack hit the scene, crack was cheaper. We knew that the high is intense. You understand? It's more intense than cocaine, but then we realized and found out that crack cocaine did a lot more damage than the coke because it was cheaper. You understand? That's a whole little history for you right there. Do not envy your oppressor. Don't try to be like these other people. So, like, sir, can you read from the top?
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
The Lord said that you are a holy people into him, man. So why are we following after the customs of the people? We should be only following our ways. All right. And we're going to be breaking that down for y'all in the Bible. Our ways. You understand? Can you read it, sir?
Good. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Unto himself, man. He said, I chose you to be a special people. What do that mean? Everybody got their special team, right? I know my special team in the NFL is the Eagles, right? Officer Yediah team is the Denver Broncos, right? From out of all the teams that we could have picked from, we could have picked the Jets. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is saying, well, why the Jets ain't your favorite team? Nobody likes them. No, because your preference is your preference. Now everybody will say, well, it's God we talking about. It's God, right? The Lord did what he was supposed to do. He separated the nations. You understand? He said, no, because the Lord knew the seed that they bared was jacked up, right? It's like if one seed is producing a bad fruit, why would you want to keep producing that? You're gonna have to throw that seed away. No, we ain't gonna use that. You understand what I'm saying? Like we ain't gonna use that because that produces bad fruit. You're gonna get the best fruit. You're gonna use the one that is producing the best fruit, and you're gonna keep multiplying that. So you got nothing but good fruit. That's how the Lord seen us, right? He chose us to be a special people because He's seen what our forefathers, you understand, had did and how our foremother was rolling. He said, "No, I'm rocking with y'all." The other people, they don't want to listen. In the Bible, it tells you are accountable for your actions. I know that's a rare art of today. Being held accountable for your actions. We being held for accountable for our actions now as we speak. Look at the conditions we in. It was a time when we was on above all these other nations. Now we at the bottom. We went through slavery. Our grandmothers and grandfathers being raped and murdered and hung. You understand? Again, our babies being fed to alligators, having to put their head inside of a barrel just to laugh in public because just the sight of seeing us enjoy in the time of our calamity, it was worth you dying for it. So if we was being held accountable for our actions, you understand, all our lives, man, let's keep it going. You understand? Because of what we did in the old, because with our people, right? Because reincarnation is real. You listen, everybody want to be a king and a queen, sir. Everybody was the queen of Africa, and everybody was everybody was King David. I guess they was Jesus too, huh? Everybody was Nehemiah in the past life. Nobody don't want to be that Negro that was, you understand, murdering his own brother and sister. Nobody won't want to be that brother that was stoned to death that might have raped a woman. You understand, and had to keep going through lifetime and lifetimes. You understand, to get it right. And the Lord have mercy on them. No, nobody don't want to be that guy. Nobody don't want to be the sister that was aborting 100 babies. You understand? And no sister want to be the one that was, hey, the uncle. I know your uncle was molesting you, but I'm not gonna say nothing. You're wrong. He is not like that because he was the breadwinner in the family. No, nobody want to be that. You understand? No, we are held accountable for our actions. You understand? We messed up. We, not our ancestors. We gonna say we did. We all held accountable, and we living through it. You understand? What you need to understand is the Lord wants you to change your life. He wants you to change your life. He wants you to continue tuning into these classes. He wants you coming into class, participating in your traditions, loving your brother and your sister, keeping these laws, changing your diet, not getting the shape ups and then shaving all your hair off because you're depressed. I'm talking to you sisters. Y'all like to do that. Instead of you getting counseled, it'd be like this. Forget that.
Or you cut yourself.
Yeah, or you cut your wrists, being selfish, talking to your brothers too. Instead of you doing all that wickedness, man, do what the Lord said to do, right? Because you don't have the answers, but the Lord do. And because the Lord has the answers, the men in the Isupk ran through this book, understands it, and now we teach it to you. So your best bet is to listen to us because we're going to help you save your life, help you save yourself from you, right? And we're going to always let you know that the Lord chose you to be a special people. Stop worrying about everybody else, right? Because nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about you. Who cares? So, like, sir, can I get Zephaniah 2 and 1?
Cut.
I'm gonna come back to Deuteronomy 7 and 6. I'm gonna show you that the Lord is telling you that nobody cares about you. Like G Money had a point. He said, all we got is us. We better start understanding that. So, like, sir, you got it?
Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Gather yourselves together.
Right.
Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
O nation not desired. He said, y'all Negroes, y'all Hispanics, you Native Americans, the ones that is not desired, y'all better come together if y'all know what's good for you. See, you better come together. Why would he say that? Because we all we got. We Israelites, we cursed. You know what I'm saying? No, the Jewish man going through these curses, the Jewish man deserves listen, the Holocaust was not a curse. You understand? That's in the Bible, it wasn't a curse in the Deuteronomy chapter 28. I'm pretty sure they'll tell you that. well, we had our time of calamity. Nah, uh, uh, mm. Because it said that no man shall save you, man. You will never see your homeland. You will never see the Jerusalem again. You understand how they over there in Jerusalem right now, and the white man, America, and who was it? It was America, uh, the British, and who else was it? It wasn't. I believe it was the French, right?
Good.
The French, the British, and the Americans went and saved those Jews, them Jewish cats. You understand? Somebody saved them. Who's gonna save us?
Right.
Huh? Just think about that. Think about it for a minute. The Taliban, somebody came to save them, right? And they was at war with the Taliban, and they had themselves. They had a big plane that can carry what, like 1,000 people, 800, 300 people. People was flooding that ship up. I mean that aircraft up. You understand? They had somebody who was able to save them. They was desired. Them Ishmaelites, them Talibans, they are desired. But where's the help for the Mexicans? Huh? Where's the help for the Mexicans? Where's the help for the Haitians? Where's the help for the Negroes? I tell you, the ISBK.
Right.
You understand? We listen. Who helped Mexicans? The ISBK. The Haitians, the ISUPK. The West Indians, the ISUPK. Negroes, the ISUPK. You understand? The Native Americans, the ISUPK. Good night. Let's talk about the Native Americans. Look at what's going on with the Native Americans today. Anybody talking about the Native Americans? Anybody saying that we should go protest and fight with them? You understand? Fight alongside with them? No. How do I know? Because I done spoke with many Native Americans that is on those reservations or that goes to and fro out those reservations. And let me tell you, they say nobody goes out to help them. And what do I say? Like any other brother that's in correspondence with them, you have us. And now we are being able to go out on the reservations, help as much as we can. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is what the Lord said. Say, can you read it again, sir? Come.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Gather yourselves together.
Gather yourselves together. That's why we do it. That's why we do it. Because it was a command to do it. It's a commandment to to be there for your brother and your sisters, man. You understand? Like really think about that. And if you in this class, you ask somebody who desires us, and then you bring up the Taliban, how America is at war with them, and then sent out planes and drove, you understand, and bringing them back to America, setting them up shop, giving them money and all that. Let me ask you a question. Did they do the same thing for the Mexicans? Did they do the same thing for the Haitians? Do they do the same thing for the Negroes? Do they do the same thing for the Native Americans? Do they do it for the West Indian people? Do they? They still got sanctions on the West Indies, man. Still got sanctions on Cuba. You can barely, I think they just start letting people be able to purchase Cuban cigars because everybody wanted a Cuban cigar because in Cuba, they produce tobacco. And back in the day, before the whole Castro situation, you understand, when he got into office, people used to want to smoke Cuban cigars. Then for many years, Cuban cigars was banned, and they used to have to smuggle them in. You understand? Like when if you ever watch any like mob movie and all that, they be like, "Oh, you got a Cuban cigar? How you get this?" I know some people. You know what I mean? Because it was illegal at one point in time, believe it or not, because they wasn't supposed to be here because America was cutting ties with them. You understand? We are the nation that's not desired. You understand? We are the nation that's not desired, and we shall not follow after these heathens. And I'm going to prove that in the next verse, the next scripture. Can I get Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1? What we can show it. Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 1. Hear ye the word of the Lord. It's like, hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
Hold on. He said, O house of Israel, right? He said, O house of Israel. He didn't say, O house of the world. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he didn't say that. Can you read it again, sir?
Good. Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you,
right?
O house of Israel.
O house of Israel. Israel. Yeah, like, understand what we're trying to explain to you tonight. That is only talking to so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Right.
You understand? Trying to say that this Bible is for everybody is false. You're lying to yourself. It's not the truth. I'm trying to tell you. You understand? Like, you're going to be fooling yourself. You understand? Like, it should be a point now where when you hear us, the ISUBK, when people hear you, they should say to themselves, let me shut up and listen. Because everything that they've been saying to me has been factual. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they should shut their mouth and hear what you're saying. They should hear what we're saying. Because everything that we're saying is the truth. We've been saying that this Bible been only for the blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans since 1969. It was not for everybody. You understand? Just yesterday we broke down in the brotherhood class that interracial marriages is unlawful. Just go hand in hand. All right, not following after the other nations and not dealing with their women, not dealing with their men, not joining yourselves with them. Never trying to have peace with your enemy. Like just earlier, right? Brother, Trooper Marquardt, he brought up a heavy statement, right? And it's a statement that I like to go to from time to time in conversations where Muhammad Ali says it's a hundred rattlesnakes, it's 1,000 rattlesnakes outside my house, but only 100 of them ain't gonna bite me. Should I open my door and see which ones ain't gonna bite me? You understand? And he was like, no, I'm going to keep my door shut. You understand? So I won't get bit. I'd be crazy to open up my door and try to attempt to see who's gonna hurt me or not. That's how we gotta think. And we have to be that way with our ways, our morals. Just earlier today, man, I'm on a certain platform that everybody be on, Clubhouse, and the sister was like, yeah, in Israel, right? Our real bloodline, our real heritage, it was never a good thing for a woman to have sex with multiple men. You understand? Like, you would get stoned to death for being a whore. You understand? And that was really frowned upon. Like, a woman saving herself, you understand, for a man was an honor. Woman would sit around and had a girl talk, and it would be like, yeah, I'm waiting for that one man so he could knock my head loose. I'ma wait. Like, that was the whole energy. It was never, I got this little sneaky link later. No, it was, I can't wait to find the one for me so I can finally get this load off my shoulders. You understand what I'm saying? That's how it used to be. Now, females sit around and they talk about sneaky links. You understand? Men sit around and talk about how many women they didn't have sex with in the last month. Oh, yeah, man, I done hit a couple Jones last week. It's disgusting, man.
Right.
Men used to sit around and at night, half of the time, it'll be like, yeah, man, I'm courting this sister. Men wouldn't even talk about what they do in the bedroom because there's nobody concerned.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I heard this sister, she talking about, and I'm gonna break it down to y'all, and I'm gonna show you how we envy our oppressor, right? And that you should always listen. If you got kids, you better teach your kids not to be whores, man. It is bad. This brother, right? This sister was talking about she was dealing with some cat. The cat came through. He was a shoulder to lean on. Is something else to ride on, right? That's what we say in Philly. Shoulder to lean on is a shoulder to cry on, right? The brother was a support to the sister because the man that she was with had got killed, right? So he was like helping her out, she was going through it, and then eventually, they started hooking up. What I mean, catching feelings and all that, and the situation was crazy, because she was like, I don't want to make my ex family look at me like I'm weird because I done moved on and all that. So they was having little issues and all that. Boom, the brother, because he love her, he like, well, listen, how about we do this, right? You do your thing, I do my thing. You know what I mean? But we don't lose what we have. You know what she chose to do? She chose to sleep with other men. And she thought in her stupid mind that he, you understand what I'm saying? That he was with it. And then it started becoming a problem. Yo, because he'd go through her phone, he'd be like, yo, I don't like how you texting these dudes. Because she like, I'm texting these dudes like I text him. And he like, yo, I don't like that, man. Like, basically, he just like, treat these dudes like they anybody, but treat me special. It don't make sense, right? Boom. Then it got to, I want you to record the videos when you having sex with them. Don't give them fellatio. Don't kiss them. You know what I'm saying? She was like, it started getting weird. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was like in the room, like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what in the world is going on? Like, long story short, they started getting into arguments because, and I told her, I'm like, well, that you are having sex with another man. You're having sex with another man. I said, why would you even agree with it? You should have just dealt with him, right? You should have just dealt with him and that was it. But you don't understand why he don't want to talk to you. And the last time that y'all laid down together, he was looking at you the whole time like he wanted to kill you. Cause she was like, it looked like he was looking through me like it looked like he looked through a hole through me. I said, and they was like, it looked like he was about to beat me up. I said, he wasn't gonna beat you up. He was thinking about killing you. And how disgusting it is that you was dealing with other men. See, that didn't get through her head. You wanna know why? Because she's following after these other nations. She's following after other nations. She's not following after her identity. Because women wasn't supposed to be whores. But now she's walking around being a whore, right? Like, how can you sit up there and see this guy traveling thousands of miles to get to you, right? Traveling thousands of miles to get to you every month, right? Done helped you heal from your situation, right? Um, Helped you start your, hold on, Salakia, sir. Helped to start a business. Helped to start her business. You know how much she makes? She said in 1 week. She said she can make up to $4,000 in 1 week. I said, whoa. She said he helped me start my business. Let me tell y'all, brother, son, man, you better watch who you laying with. Just picking anybody is how the other nations is. They'd pick anything. They'd pick anything that's not of us. Like, see, these laws is so practical. I'm trying to tell you, it'll blow your mind. You brothers better stop just laying down with anything, man. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Because you can come across something like that. Any other dude in the world, they be like, oh man, she bad. Men of the Lord, we look at right through them. Like, yeah, we ask questions. And guess what? She gave us a whole lot of answers that said red flag. You understand? The red flag is you know how when somebody take over a territory and they just stick the flag in the dirt? That's her right there. You understand? Like she thinks with her box when she should be thinking with her mind, man. You understand? The Lord is talking to Israel in the scripture. We're gonna break it down a little bit more. So, like, sir, can you start from the top of Jeremiah the 10th chapter?
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
Come on, sir.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Read that again.
Learn not the way of the heathen.
Man, you understand? Learn not the way of the heathen. That sister could have just sat up there and understood. Like, let me bring it back. This sister really was not understanding why he was upset with her and wasn't texting her back recently. She said, I wanted to get him a gift, but I didn't want to do that. And I offered him to lay down in my bed. He didn't want to do that. He just mad at me. And I told her, I said, you had sex with other men. He looked at you. He wanted to kill you and try to figure out a way to get away with it. He thought about killing you, punching on you. You understand what I'm saying? Because you wanted to lay down with another man because you're so full of lust, because you want to be like these other people. Bottom line, you don't think that on New Year's she's going to be laying down with another man? Yes. If he's not there, she's going to be laying down with another man. Why? Because she couldn't even hold herself, you understand, with some discipline and not sleep with them other men. Like, why would you ever in your, like, and this is why I said, man, you better listen to the priest of the Lord. Because it's sisters like that winds up in the hospital. And in worst cases, dead. Because they sat up there and that brother loved them and was trying to figure out a way just to make her happy. Being weak, another woman, and he was trying to make her happy. Or in other cases, the sister is not happy. And because she's not happy, she's going to go have sex with another man. Right? She go have sex with another man, he finds out. Now let's put two cases together. She go have sex with other men without behind her man back, he finds out, he beat the crap out of her or kill her, right? Murder her, let's say it in better words, right? He murders her, right? Beat her up, put her in the hospital, he murders her, right? Or he can be okay with it, and just like that brother, he was not really with it because he kept having stipulations. Well, you can't talk to him like this in the text messages. Yo, I don't want you going down on that brother. You understand? I don't look at him in his eyes or some crazy stuff like that. Matter of fact, record it. I want to see how you look. I want to just see your face. Why he doing it to you? Then he's having sex. He's laying down with you, and then he's looking like he want to put a hole through you. Like he want to kill you. He giving you angry sex is because it is not healthy for you to do so. That's why the Lord said to throw the woman away if she had sex with another man, because the Lord is actually trying to save the sister. Because you think that a man is going to ever forgive you for that, is always going to be in the back of his mind that you was doing what you do to him to another man, and he knows that you did it to the other man better than what you did to him. You understand? and it's always gonna lay in his mind. When you laying down, you got the lingerie on and all that. You might think you the baddest chick in the world, right? And it's something that's gonna go in the back of his mind. You up there forward playing for him and all that, and he's gonna be like, "You really had sex with another man," and he might walk out the room, and you be like, "What's wrong?" You should know what's wrong. Why would a man just get, you know what I'm saying? Why would he just walk out the room? You understand? Why would he just be looking at you a certain way while you sleep? Why would he have a certain energy with you? It's because you had sex with another man. Because you wanted to follow after the heathens. Can you read from the top again, sir?
Okay. Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn not the way of the heathen, man. The heathen is the other nations, is not the 12 tribes of Israel. You ask who Israel is. It's made of 12 tribes. You understand? Made of 12 tribes, is number full of the salt of the earth. The so-called blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans. That's who the tribes of Israel is. That's who is Israel. It's a nation of people that is the most beautiful, is the most creative, the most intelligent people of the world, man. Let's give y'all a hand, man. Give the Lord a hand for creating it. It's so amazing. If it wasn't for the black woman, they wouldn't have been able to go to space. If it wasn't for the black woman, a lot of things is going on. I mean, when I'm saying black, Hispanic, Native American. If it wasn't for our women, if it wasn't for you sisters, this world wouldn't be where it's at. If it wasn't for the black, Hispanic, Native American brothers, if it wasn't for us, this world wouldn't be where it's at. This school wouldn't be well furnished and well put together the way it is if it wasn't for us. And when I'm talking, I ain't just talking about, well, people was building houses and castles all the time. They wasn't building it plumaged the way how we did it. Think about the tools and all the technology that was put together. You understand what I'm saying? These phones wouldn't be working the way they is. It was built off of our infrastructure, man, because we are the salt. You want to know the secret of the Illuminati? They got the Israelites in captivity. And with them being, with us being under them and us not following the way of the Lord, and I'm going to show y'all that in the Bible. How the Lord, you understand, gave us the conversation that the Greeks had about us. How they said, yo, we keep these people in captivity, we'll never fail. But not keep them in captivity. If we keep them in sin while we're over them, or we can trick them to being sinners, then we'll always have them under our belt. But if they start doing right and the Lord is on their side, good night, man. We'll be a laughing stock. They'll make us into an example. Yeah, we better start opening up this Bible, man, and start realizing the truth. Because following after these heathens, you're going to get AIDS or herpes or HIV. You understand? Herpes, you can't get rid of that. You understand? Herpes, that stay with you forever. We shouldn't want that. HIV and AIDS, that stay with you forever. I know they got medicine out there, but do you want to rely on medicine? And if you don't take the medicine, who knows what's going to happen to you? It ain't nice, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Better chill. Fall back. Take a time. Take a breather, man. You brothers, take a time out, man. Just get your mind right. You understand? Get your leg strength back in order and all that. Get in class, put on all black. Just give yourself some time if you don't got a one. If you don't got a red, you know what I'm saying? Give yourself some time, man. Get your leg strength right. Get your mind right. You understand, you sisters, if you're single, give your box a break. Stop the sneaky links. Sneaky links can add to diseases, viruses, and pregnancy. You don't want to get the wrong dude let the wrong dude get you pregnant. You stuck with him for life. There's a lot of sisters out here that's like, I should have never slept with your crazy behind. You drive me nuts. I hate you. And you know what I mean? Dude ain't even around. You You know what I mean? He ain't even a weekend dad. What they call him? Instagram dad, Facebook dad, holiday dad. What? He the best dad ever. He like this. Yeah, got you toys, son. You know what I mean? The son looking like, I'm so happy that I get to spend time with my dad. He gave me toys. I never get to see him, and then he throw the son back at you like a frisbee. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened when you want to follow after the heathen. Oh, I'm a sneaky link. A white woman, man, good night. They was on major thought time, and they still is. You understand? I'm trying to tell you, I've been in jobs where, whew, they getting to it. I ain't talking about money. You know what I mean? Like, don't follow after the heathen, man. Can we read from the top of the show?
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
So let me give y'all understanding, right? Not being dismayed at the signs of heaven. The Lord is destroying this place little by little. If you're not in the truth, you're not going to understand what's going on. You got some people out there saying, well, the mark of the beast is the chip. No. The mark of the beast can be on you if you're not following what the Lord say to do. The mark can be inside of you specifically if you're not in the truth. And the truth is Isupk. This is the way how you get into the kingdom of heaven. I pray you understand. Now, the Lord had mercy on who he had mercy on. You understand? The Lord gonna have mercy on who he had mercy on, but make sure of your election. Don't be one of those, well, the Lord had mercy on who he had mercy on. Why your black behind can't just get up in this class? What's the problem? Well, y'all don't believe that the mark of the beast is the microchip. So I'm like, that's what make you not? Well, there's other things too, man. Y'all brothers just ain't in the spirit, man. Y'all be trying to be so hard. Nigga, we soldiers. You supposed to be hard. You understand? Let me give y'all some understanding. Right? We hard, but we disciplined. Don't get it wrong. We're no greater than anybody else, right? Like we just follow the laws. You understand? Do as we told as soldiers. Listen, you know how many times we gotta make phone calls to another brother, you understand, that's over us, to not knock somebody's head off their shoulders. I mean, completely see it from the top to bottom. And we can do it. Let me tell you something. Because you understand, we want to make sure of our selection. You understand? Our election, we get counseled on the spot. We be ready. Storm. So lock it, sir. I need your help right now. Look, I got this situation. Look, I'm about to stand down. Ain't no sweat. Don't even sweat it. Come on, come. You go back. You sitting there, your eyes twitching and all that. You looking at the knife. You tweaking all that. You know what I mean? But because you make sure your election, you understand, here in the ISBK, you know, and that discipline, you understand, of being knowing when to turn it off and turn it on. Yeah, I know we hard because we supposed to. We bold with this truth. What's the shirt that you got, sir? We aggressive with this truth. That's your shirt, right? Or I think that's another brother.
Sorry, another brother. Aggressive with the truth. That's another brother.
Yeah, we are aggressive with this truth, man. Because let me tell you something. In a couple of days, 2 days? Because this is December got the 31st, right, sir? Yeah. So I guess in 4 days, right? Everybody is going not 4 days, 3 days. Everybody is about to celebrate
2 days.
2 days. See, I need to go back to school, man. Say no. In 2 days, you're gonna see so many people dead across the nation. It's ridiculous because nobody want to listen to the ISBK, right? The ones that do listen, they ain't gonna celebrate it. But the ones that do want to celebrate it, you know that on New Year's, it is record high of rape. You understand? The record high of overdose. Okay, record high of DUIs and murder and stuff like that. It's because we ain't listening to what the Lord said to do, and we're doing what we want to do. We following after the heathen. All right. And what we have to understand is this, right? With COVID-19 going on, that is the Lord. The heathen is dismayed. You understand? They are alarmed and they are afraid of this COVID-19 because they know, the ones that do know, they know that this is from the Lord. You understand? Forget all the speculation. The Lord doesn't allow the Israelites to be able to sit home with their families, something that we barely get to do. Gave us free money and all. Stay home, get money. And guess what? The Lord is spinning around again. And it's to the point where the CDC is saying, I know it was 10 days for quarantine. Now we're going to cut it down to 5 because we don't want y'all staying out of work for too long. That is the oppressor being dismayed at the signs of heaven, man. You understand? They are afraid and they are running rapid. You understand? You better see what's going on. Looking at the COVID-19 variant that is flying through this country, something crazy. And you better be aware, man, that if this in 2 days, you celebrate so-called New Year's, that you can get it and you can die. You understand? You can get it and pass it on to someone else and kill them. You dig what I'm saying? Or worse, you can celebrate New Year's and the Lord will destroy you. Because he's going to destroy a lot of people because they're being self-destructive, man. You understand? Salaki, sir, if you could, can I get Amos 5 and 14? Bubba Show?
Good.
You understand? Like, let me tell y'all something, man. On 4th of July, I mean, not 4th of July, uh, January 1st, right? Let me tell you something. People is going to get high. There's so many people that's like, yeah, man, I got the ecstasy pills. There's going to be a lot of women out there, right? A lot of women is going to go party. They going to drink all the liquor. You know, sir, they going to get the what's the 2 bottles that everybody drink? The Casamigos and the Hennessy. They going to make Henny punch. They going to be like, yeah, girl. Yeah, we going to be messed up today. Right? Some creep is going to put something in the punch.
Yeah.
You understand? You're going to get high, and you're going to get high on a batch that might be laced with fentanyl.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. People want to pop them ecstasy pills. They call it E-bombs in the streets. You're going to pop an E-bomb and really be bombed. You're going to be sitting there like sweating and pass the hell out. You understand what I'm saying? You drinking alcohol, popping ecstasy pills, smoking weed. Y'all gonna smoke weed. They got damn fentanyl in the weed now. You understand what I'm saying? You can be sniffing cocaine, all types of stuff. You don't know what's in the cocaine. How you gonna put fentanyl, a downer, and an upper together in the bag? I don't understand it. It's hustling backwards. But people, the Lord is trying to prove that we should change our ways so much that he allows Satan to make drug dealers put fentanyl in the drugs when you want them to come back. You know, it's crazy, sir. People actually want the fentanyl. It's people that actually, they know the pills that they're going to go grab have fentanyl in it. And they like, man, I've been popping these pills for so long. It don't matter. I gotta get my shot. And I don't know if y'all know about shot. This is ISBK Philly. If you don't know what a shot is, it's your pill of choice, right? It's not a shot when you take a shot of liquor. It's like, yeah, I gotta take my shot, meaning that they might pop. People don't pop Seroquels no more. They popping perks. You understand? Or popping Xannies or something like that. Yeah, I gotta get my shot. Sometimes they might refer it to lean, codeine. You understand? Promethazine. That might be a shot to them too. Yeah, I gotta get my shot. You understand? They're gonna get high on all that on New Year's, and woman is gonna be raped. All right. A man is going to lower you in a room. You're not going to know. You're going to be blacked out. And you're going to wake up in the morning like, what the hell happened last night? And you're going to be recorded on, and everybody is going to share it on some website or amongst friends. You understand? Like, your girlfriend, all right, is going to, you understand, wander off somewhere and be trapped in a damn freezer uh inside of a hotel. Remember, they said Kanika, the sister in Chicago, they put so much conspiracy around it. Oh, they said so many people was like, oh, they friends let her get raped. That's going to happen on New Year's, right? Now nobody was charged with anything because it wasn't that. Kanika went inside the freezer. Nobody paid attention to her. She went in the freezer, right? And she died in there. But she froze to death because she was drunk. She didn't know her limit. And y'all females ain't gonna know y'all limit. Y'all brothers ain't gonna know y'all limit. You understand what I'm saying? We want to go celebrate New Year's, you gonna get hit with a straight bullet. Or you gonna get shot because you got ops in the street. And you gonna be all on. Ops ain't gonna be all on like that. The ops like, yeah, I'm gonna take my shot, my regular. You gonna be, oh yeah, yo, we at this location. Yeah, dun dun dun. You letting some shorties know and get the drop on you. These shorties can't be trusted. That's why dudes is downing them in the street. Shorties getting killed in the streets because they want to get themselves involved in street beef. So now you done gave these hoes the drop. The ops is gonna come, sit on y'all crib or wherever y'all at, Airbnb, whatever, hotel, whatever, and you're gonna get aired out. That's what's gonna happen. Right? Because we wanna do what we wanna do. Salaki, sir, can I get the scripture that you hold?
Amos chapter 5, verse 14. Mm-hmm. Seek good and not evil.
Say that again, sir.
Seek good and not evil.
Yeah, seek good and not evil. Like you want to seek evil for what? When you gonna get the evil thing, the reward of that evilness get. You know, evilness get, being evil get, it gets you punishment. You want to get high off of pills. How can you want to pop pills and how can you get high in times like this? You understand? You getting high and you don't even know what the hell you're getting high from. You know what I mean? Like everybody was just so upset about everybody was just upset. Everybody was just upset, right? About the vaccine shot. But everybody that was upset about the vaccine shot is going to get high and celebrate New Year's, right? Now, they say, well, the white man made that and it was too quick. Well, you know, the white man said that it was New Year's, and Isupk been telling your black behind that the white man made it and you don't care. Christmas, the white man put that holiday together and you still celebrate it. Christmas is satanic. The church's Satanism would tell you, man, yo, this is really our joint. We follow Nimrod. We down with Nimrod. Nimrod good in our book. Y'all not celebrating the birth of Christ. They even tell you Christ wasn't born in the wintertime. This don't got nothing to do with Christ. This got to do with us worshiping Satan and being pagan. And you're going to be getting high for drugs that you did not grow, that you did not put together. You know, it's nothing for somebody. And let me tell you something, right? Because I used to be in the drug game, right? This is what people do, right? Move this Bible to the side, right? This all you people that get high, or you know somebody that get high on pills, let them know this, right? Don't you know that pills got fentanyl in it, and you gonna still take them? Let me tell you what they do. They get the original the original chemical compounds of the Xanax, right? And they get a brick of fentanyl, right? Now, what you do is something called cutting it. Cutting it is lowering down the percentage of the potency, right? The clear cut, right? Like in the streets, it's something called stepped on. So now what they do is, right, whoever gets the original compound, what they do is they have the powder substance of that pill, right? And they had the fentanyl. They break that down to powder, and then they start mixing it. They start mixing it together, right? And what do that sound like? Getting the potions, mixing it together. That's witchcraft, right? They whipping it up, making sure they're not giving you enough fentanyl to the point where you OD. Because if you can't just take straight fentanyl, you'll die. But you can take certain amount of portions and a certain percentage of that. So now they're cutting it, making more what? More money. Right now, every drug dealer knows I gotta re-up so that I can sit up there and make all the money for New Year's. Now, because you want to choose evil, now that person that comes up with those drugs know what? I gotta hurry up and make this joint. So now they got that brick of fentanyl, or they got the fentanyl and they busting it down. And they breaking down the batch. Boom, 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 boom. Compressing the pills. Now I don't know if y'all understand what a compressor is. A compressor, you can actually make it, that's how you get your pill. Right? I wish I had like a bottle of Tylenol or something, right? But in your pill, right? When it's not a capsule, it's actually going through a compressor. They put they put the medicine, right? Or they put the concoction, right, of the Xanax or the Percocet, you know, the oxycodone, right? And they got the fentanyl in it. Now they pressing it. They do the same thing. How do you think ecstasy pills come about? Because the ecstasy pills, right, is actually being compressed. That's how you can see the Flintstones. It look like vitamins. That remember? Okay, that's a different story. They have different characters, right, for the ecstasy pills because they're someone is using compressors. You understand what I'm saying? So they can compress a Xanax pill and they can compress a Percocet, right? Now you get it because you want to choose evil. I just gave y'all understanding of how these drugs is being put together. Don't ask me how I know. I was just a guy in chemistry, right? You choose evil. Can you read it again, sir?
Cut. Amos chapter 5, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
Seek good and not evil.
Say it again, sir.
Seek good and not evil.
Seek good and not evil, because them pills is evil. Because a witch put it together. That's what a witch does. It conjures something to alter your mind. That's what they do. They conjure up a potion. I'm gonna make you hallucinate. That's acid. I'm gonna make you want to rob somebody, and you might not remember it. That's Xanax, Percocets. I'm gonna make you feel real good, real relaxed. You're gonna itch a little bit, but yeah, you're gonna feel real good. You understand? And you're gonna feel real slow, real sluggish. You understand? Boom. You might OD. You know what I'm saying? That's what a witch does. They create potions to alter your mind, which will lead later on kill you. You understand? A physician actually uses real good herbs that is not going to kill you. You understand? And actually help you. Now, is Xanax and Percocet actually bad? No, because a doctor might prescribe that for you. You might have some problems that you might need those pills, but you're not using those pills to heal yourself. You're using them to abuse them. You understand what I'm saying? And check this out. That witch is cutting it with that fentanyl. They cutting it. They don't always got to put. They don't always have to put the fentanyl in it. They can actually get a thing of Tylenol, crush that down, some vitamin pills that came out white, whatever, crush that down, whatever. You understand, and give it to you. And I'm trying to give y'all the game so y'all understand. And this is what you want to explain to people. Give them the science. People did not want to take that shot. They didn't want to choose good. They want to choose evil. They'd rather get high and get drunk out their mind and celebrate something that the white man created. Ooh-wee. I thought that we wasn't doing what he does. But you're gonna do it. You're gonna hurt yourself. So, like, sir, if you could keep going.
That ye may live. And so the Lord, the God of hosts.
Salagas, sir, can you read that part again?
That ye may live.
That ye may live. Seek good. Don't celebrate New Year's. You understand? So that you can live. Listen, I'm not celebrating it, man. Me and my family gonna be in the house. You understand? Just chilling. You understand? People probably listen. People gonna be like this. Yeah, man. Yeah, all on Instagram, and we gonna see all the videos on Instagram in the morning. All the mixing pictures. Listen, don't end up in the freezer, man, because you don't know your limit, and you celebrating something that the Lord said not to celebrate. You understand? It's bad what happened to that girl, Kanika Jenkins or Johnson. You understand? Beautiful young black sister. You understand? But because everybody was high and drunk, you understand, and wanted to do after the other nations, getting drunk out their mind, and then, getting high, and the sister ended up in a damn freezer. You understand what I'm saying? Like, no, like, she ended up in a freezer. Everybody made all types of claims that she, was abducted and the videos was altered and all that. But she just simply was high and drunk, lost consciousness, and died. You understand what I'm saying? Like, don't choose evil, choose good, so ye may live. Wasn't Adam and Eve told that? You understand? You eat from this tree, you should surely die. Meaning what? Meaning that the Lord will punish you. You don't want the Lord to punish you, man, because of a stinking holiday. You gotta change your ways, man. You understand? So, like, sir, if you could keep going.
Come. And so the Lord, the God of hosts, shall be with you as ye have spoken.
Yeah, the Lord, man, he's a Lord of hosts, meaning that he got an army. And his army will protect you, man. I forgot what war was it. Was it? It was in Apocrypha, the time of Maccabees. It was vague in my brain, but it's right there. I think it was Judas.
Judas Maccabees.
Yeah, I think it was Judas. He asked the Lord to show the brother what he seen.
Nah, you're talking about what happened with Elisha.
Elisha, yeah.
Yeah, when he asked the Lord.
Yeah. Because Judas Maccabees, he told him, okay, Elisha, that's what I'm talking about. I got it mixed up because Judas Maccabees had to remind his brothers, listen, man, we fear the Lord. We don't got nothing to worry about. We gonna win this war. You understand? And that's what happened. That's how we got our temple back. You understand? But Elisha was like, his men was like, yo, how we gonna win this war? Come. Elisha was like, man, how we gonna win this war, man? You know what I mean? And Elisha asked the Lord to let him see what he need to see. And when he's seen a bunch of angels encamped around them. That's what you want, man. Don't be one of those people that don't have those angels around you. So many people think that they dead relatives is watching over them. No, your dead relative is either back on reserve. You understand? Up in heaven, he don't got wings and none of that, or she don't have wings and none of that. Grandma ain't watching you. You understand? Grandma ain't watching you with your sneaky links. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, they not seeing that, but the Lord sees you. You understand? The Lord sees you, sees what you're doing. The Lord wants you to stop it. You just stop because you're choosing evil. And the things that you do in life, you are held accountable. You understand? You are held accountable for your actions. Stop being a victim. Stop putting yourself in a victim in a position. Just hold yourself accountable. No excuses, man. Hold yourself accountable for your actions, for what you say out your mouth, what you think in your brain. Hold yourself accountable so that you can be a better person. So, like, sir, can we keep going?
Good. Verse 15. Hate the evil and love the good.
Hate the evil. Hate it. You should hate celebrating. You should hate New Year's because it's not of the Lord. It's not in the Bible to celebrate it in the wintertime. It's not in the Bible to tell you, hey, celebrate it every year, January 1st, when it hits 12 o'clock. Never told you to do that. You understand? Later, we're going to break down the Passover. All right? Keep going, sir.
Good. And establish judgment in the gate. It may be that the Lord of God of hosts will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph.
Come on, sir. Can you skip down to verse 21?
Come. Amos chapter 5, verse 21. I despise your feast days.
I hate and I despise your feast days. A feast day is of drink. All right. New Year's is considered as a feast of drink and eat. You understand? It is a feast day. You're gonna drink together. Y'all gonna eat together and be merry. It's a day that you sit around, and it's a holy day to you. That's why they call it a holiday. It's a holiday to you. Let's read that again, sir.
Come. I despise your feast days.
We supposed to hate what the Lord hate. He said, hate the evil. And he also said that in his verse, he said that I hate your feast days, meaning that it's not of him. Why would he hate the days that he told us to celebrate? It's the days that we want to celebrate. We don't want to celebrate what's in the Bible. And I tell you this, right? And that's why we charge these pastors, you understand, for their crimes, because they never taught us the truth of this Bible. So only thing that we know is from what they told us to do. But once you hear the men in the ISUK tell you to stop, now you're being held accountable because we're reading out the Bible. You better start listening, or you're going to be the next one on New Year's just wondering why a stray bullet went through your house. Here in Philadelphia, man, somebody just got shot I think, not in the head. They caught one in the chest, or I think in the stomach, just sitting there watching TV. Because outside, people didn't love one another, they got hit up, had to get sent to a hospital, and all that, had to get themselves together. Like, that's what happened. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, right now, ambulance just rolled past. That could be somebody getting that got hurt or they in a bad situation because the Lord is sitting them down or permanently because they wanted to celebrate what the Lord said not to celebrate. The ones that understand this truth, we be like, yeah, it could happen, could be that way. You understand what I'm saying? More than likely it is. That's why this COVID-19 is shooting up to the roof. Everybody is getting it because people ain't living right. Lord gotta sit you down for a little bit. Give you a little uppercut to the body real quick. You understand? Give you a nice little hook to the body. You gotta sit you down for a little bit. You understand what I'm saying? So here, man, we seeing that the Lord said that He hate our feast days. Can we read from the top again, sir?
So, Amos chapter 5 and verse 21. I despise your feast days,
Mm-hmm.
and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
He said, I'm not gonna smell what you cooking, man. You understand? The Lord definitely don't want to smell in y'all solemn assemblies on New Year's because you're gonna have weed. You're gonna be smoking weed, crack. I don't know what y'all smoke nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be smoking weed. People gonna be smoking weed. You understand? Smoking hookah. Can't forget the hookah, the dudes. Oh my gosh. Like dudes, it is so gay. It is not right. A man is on his phone. He's like this. Obviously, you're dying laughing because we made jokes about dudes that does this. He's on Instagram making a story or he's going live and he putting something up to his lip and sucking it. Like he's putting something up to his lip and sucking it and blowing it. You understand? He's blowing. It is sad, man. Like we really destroyed a grown man taking a selfie of him smoking hookah. I think he a bad bitch, a bad bitch. Salakia. You understand? He feel like that. You understand? That is not manly. That's what the house is going to be smelling like. Bad breath and hookah. You understand? Man breath and hookah. And weed and cigarettes. Can't forget the cigarettes too. And Black and Milds. I don't know why people are smoking that now, like it's a thing. But that just shows how much you don't care about your lungs. Like I remember my sister did a tar test on Black and Milds, and the amount of tar that you can direct by smoking Black and Milds is ridiculous. Like I'm trying to tell you, like that is Black and Milds is known for being more deadly than cigarettes because how much tobacco you're intaking. You understand what I'm saying? Like it is very, very, very disgusting, man. And that's what your house is gonna smell like. And the black eyed peas. Can't forget that. People gonna smoke the black eyed peas. I mean, smoke. You do put smoked meat inside the black eyed peas, but you're gonna be making black eyed peas, making food and all that for the people who are bringing food, so everybody can eat and get drunk out their mind. You understand? The fruit bowl get hit with Molly or something like that, or ecstasy pills. You know, all types of stuff. Everybody popping all types of pills and drinking and all that. The Lord is not going to smell in your solemn assembly. So, like, sir, can you keep going?
Come. Verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings,
Mm-hmm.
I will not accept them.
Even now what?
I will not accept them.
So I'm not going to accept that, man. He said, I'm not about to accept what you're doing. He's not going to accept the things that you're doing inside of that with the, inside that house, Airbnb, hotel, venue, whatever you at. The Lord is not going to accept it, man. He's going to look down on it and hate it, man. It's just disgusting to him, man. He's showing you that he's not down with these holidays, and you should celebrate the holidays that he gave us. So, like, sir, keep going.
Come. I will slay. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts.
Yeah, like he not trying to he not worrying about none of those offerings, none of that food that you make. Definitely the black eyed peas. I don't know where black people got that from. I really don't. I think it's stupid. You know what I'm saying? You should see it as stupid because it's like you making black eyed peas for what? And that's another thing too. Last year, I told y'all 2019 you was a hoe. No, 2020 you was a hoe. Ain't nothing gonna change in 2021. You said that in 2020 that you was gonna stop messing with these people that you know ain't good for you. You said that. I'm moving different this year, and you still ain't make the same moves, and I'm gonna prove how. Because you're gonna be on social media saying the same thing. You're gonna say the same thing. You done sat up there and got yourself in a relationship. You said that you wasn't gonna mess with no more F boys. You understand? But you went back and started messing with those same F boys. You dudes, you said that you was gonna sit up there and stop messing with these dumb bras, and you wound up getting you start messing with dumb bras. Y'all said y'all was gonna stop getting high. And you was getting high and you ain't sit up there and was committed. You said you was gonna lose weight. You did it for like a good month and a half. And then you gave up. Let me tell you, let me give y'all some understanding, man. Cut it out. This is not the real New Year's. We're gonna prove it to you in the next chapter that we're gonna bring up, the next precept that we're gonna bring up. Cut it out. You understand? Stop being a make-believe world. You know of being so much in this world, it would make you believe some of the dumbest things. And that's why I like the movie The Matrix. Because when you take that red pill, you see the world for what it is. In ISUPK, we take the red pill. People that take the blue pill, they want to be in denial. They don't want to see the truth. And they stuck in the matrix. Now, for you particular people that was in the school, you took that red pill, you seen everything for what it was, and you try to opt out and go back to taking them blue pills, you're going to kill yourself because you dropped your sword. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you better be right in here, man. You better be right in your life because if you're not, the Lord will deal with you, man. I'm trying to tell you. You want the Lord to be on your side, man. Be sure of your election, man. You understand? Like, you fake Israelites, you better make sure of your election, man. You ain't come sit down with Commander Jenny Hanna yet, man. You ain't come and actually have a real sit down with the priest of the Lord in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, man. You understand? You gotta fall in line. For everybody that is tuning in, you ain't in the school, but you just watching. Congrats to you, man. If you ain't going to go celebrate uh this in 2 days, New Year's, man, congrats to you, man. Stay strong. I know you're gonna be tempted to go and get drunk and get high with your friends and family. But let me tell you something, it's way more greater and more intelligent to just not do it. Because the Lord will deal with you, man. So, like, sir, can you keep going?
So I think that's it, man.
All right, most on Christ. All right. Can we get the Passover biblical show? In the book of Leviticus. Oh, my glasses. Let me see. It would be
I got it.
all right. Most on Christ.
Yeah.
Exodus.
Yeah. Exodus 12 chapter, Leviticus 23, 5.
All right. Exodus. That's like 1 to 51. All right. Let's Leviticus the 23rd chapter, 4th verse.
Book of Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 4. Mm-hmm. These are the feasts of the Lord, even holy convocations, which you shall proclaim in their seasons.
Look, in their seasons, man. You know, we look. We don't go by. We ain't keep time of. We just say Passovers. You understand? How many? How old is your child? They like 3 Passover. They've been to 3 Pass. Like, we don't worry about age. We don't worry about years. That was never for us. We didn't care. We didn't care about birthdays. I know everybody want to celebrate their birthday or what they call born day, a universal day or God day. I don't know, and I don't really want to hear it. Right? We ain't celebrate that. All right. We celebrated Leviticus the 23rd chapter and memorials. You understand? Observation days. You understand? That was us. We actually Ramadan. They fast don't got nothing on the Ishmael fast don't have nothing on us. When Christ said he fasted for 40 days and 40 nights, let me tell y'all something. It wasn't when the sun went up, he stopped eating. He didn't eat at all. He just drank water. He drank water for 40 days and 40 nights. That's all he did. Yeah. Yeah. No, the general said he drank water because you would die. I remember that one. You know what I mean? He drank water, whatever he drank that. You understand? And that was it. You dig what I'm saying? 40 days and 40 nights. A fast in Israel is you fasting for a whole day. Okay? Let's say I wanted to fast tomorrow, right? When the sun goes down tomorrow, I will no longer eat until the next sundown, and that would be the next day. I fast for a whole day. You understand? That's how we did in Israel. The Ishmaelites, they like, well, I'm only going to fast when the sun is up. So from what they able to eat before the sun go up, and they able to eat after the sun go down. That's Ramadan. In Israel, the Day of Atonement was a high holy day, and it was something that we endured for anything that we might have done in a year. We atone for it, get right with the Lord. So, like I said, we can keep going.
Verse 5. And the 14th day of the first month at even is the Lord's Passover.
Say it again.
Okay. And the 14th day of the first month at even is the Lord's Passover.
The 14th day of the first month, meaning that the Passover it always falls in the springtime. And the Passover is of the first month. You understand what I'm saying? So 14 days before the Passover is the new year. The Passover marks the new year. And we go by the moon cycles. When that full moon is full, we know that we in a new month. We counted 12, okay? 12 full moons. We know that we're going through the year. You understand what I'm saying? And that's how we determine our Passovers. And also the priest, you understand, explains where we're going to have the Passover at, when we're going to have it. Okay, that's the up to the priest. You understand? But the Passover is marked as, okay, the beginning of the year. Now, where in the world is we getting New Year's from in the month of January? Where make it make sense? Who came up with this concept that this is the new year? I tell you who. The white man. The white man came up with that. He said, "Hey, yeah, the new year is in 2 days. Y'all was going. This is what we doing, and we want y'all to do it too." You know what I'm saying? It's nonsense. It ain't the new year. All right. So, like, sir, keep going.
Okay. Verse 6. And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread, and unto the Lord 7 days you must eat unleavened bread.
Yeah. So now you looking at the unleavened bread and give y'all a little history understanding. Christ actually died on, I believe, the second or third day of the unleavened bread. You understand what I'm saying? Like he died on the day, within the days of the feast of the unleavened bread. Goes to show you that if Christians are supposed to follow Christ, why are they not celebrating the Passover? When he did that, they was they had to go set up shop somewhere so they can celebrate it. You understand? And Christ washed the feet of the prophets and all that. You understand? Like Christ celebrated the Passover. It's in the Bible. And he died on the day on within those 7 days of the feast of the unleavened bread. So why we ain't celebrating it? Why when we saying that, oh yeah, this is the new year, why ain't 14 days later and 15 days later we celebrating the Passover and the feast of the unleavened bread? If in God we trust. I'll tell you why, because this country does not love God. You understand? And the Christian church does not produces men and women that love God. Yeah, they love God, and you know what I mean, but not according to knowledge, not according to what the Most High say. That's not real love. You understand? But in their heart, in their mind, they think that they love God. But to love God is to do His commandments. So, like, sir, if you could keep going.
Cut. Mm-hmm. Verse 7. And the first day ye shall have a holy convocation, ye shall do no servile work therein.
Yeah, you should do no servile work. You understand, on these high holy days, man. Why you think the Jewish man don't they get holidays off? They get your holidays off. I mean not yours, all right, because you're an Israelite. But they get the America holidays off and they get their holidays off. Like you might be at work and you be like, damn, I wonder where such and such go. And the only thing they said was, I'm Jewish. I follow the Torah. And the Torah said, on this day, I cannot work. On these days of unleavened bread, I cannot work. The white man celebrates the Passover and the unleavened bread. I hope y'all understand that, right? Like Hanukkah. Y'all think Hanukkah is really Hanukkah, right? And Hanukkah has nothing to do with the Feast of Dedication, right? Has nothing to do with getting presents for 8 days. I think 8 or 9 days. You understand? They get a presents. That's just them celebrating Christmas because they still the white man, and that's still in their tradition. You understand what I'm saying? But in the Bible, man, it tells you that the new year starts when in the springtime. You understand? And it shows you that in the Bible, right? That is 14 and 15 days. The Passover is 15 days. No, 14 days. And the Feast of Unleavened Bread is 15 days after the new year. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like, how can we even try to fathom that? Oh yeah, this is the new year. Ain't nobody about to celebrate the Passover. So now we got to start questioning what's going on. What's going on is you've been lied to all your life, and it's time for you to wake up. You know what I'm saying? Stop choosing evil, and let's choose good. So, like, sir, is there any more on that?
No, that's it.
All right. I'm gonna get one more scripture if I could.
Yeah.
Can I get Romans 12:2? I'm gonna end it with that.
Cut.
Romans 12:2. If you've been tuning in, checking in, I mean, old sign Christ, man. Keep learning, keep tapping into these classes. You understand? Make sure that you studying. You understand? Being true to this Being true to the Lord, man. All right. You got it, sir? All right.
The book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
And be not conformed to this world,
Right.
but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Yeah, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. You understand? You gotta get out the matrix. You dig? Like you gotta stop trying to do what the world does. That's why I said be not conformed to this world. You understand? But renew your mind. So like, sir, can you read that from the top again?
Come. And be not conformed to this world.
Be not conformed to this world. Forget New Year's, man. Let it go. Why you like, come on now? Like we want to celebrate everything that the white man throw at us. Forget that, man. Let's go back to doing us. Let's be black. I didn't see so many black conscious people talk about, yeah, man, what you doing for New Year's? Oh yeah, I'm going over to my mom's house for Christmas. What? You talk about the Israelites being this and that and being crazy and calling us Power Rangers. You're about to go celebrate New Year's and Christmas and you are celebrating Thanksgiving. Come on now. Tighten up, man. You are being conformed to this world. So like, sir, keep going.
Good. But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Yeah, man, you gotta wash your brain because there's so much filth in it. I knew that my brain had a lot of filth in it when I had to like close my eyes. I'm like, nah, because I was used to looking at every female. You understand? Heathens too. I ain't want to, really deal with them too much, but I was looking. You understand? Another brother, wife. You understand? I still look. I mean, I don't even like looking at Cardi B. You know what I mean? I don't even like looking at Cardi B because she has a husband. You understand? And I'm cool. I don't even look at her too hard. I don't look at Beyonce like that. I look at Beyonce like, yeah, sis. You know what I mean? I'm looking at Beyonce like if she came in, you know what I mean? I wouldn't even look at her like I would have in the world because I had to learn all over again. I couldn't be conformed to the world no more. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if it's a sister that's single, then that's a different story. My mindset ain't like that. My mindset, I'm gonna check her out. But that woman taken, I'm not gonna deal with that.
Right.
The Lord said, don't celebrate these holidays. I'm not gonna celebrate that. And neither shall any of us. You understand? Like a sister asked us earlier, sir, about trying to question our integrity. We said we ain't doing nothing crazy for money.
Right.
You understand? We ain't lowering our integrity for nothing. I said that's actually selling your soul. You doing something that is lowering your integrity, that's taking away your morals, that is against God, and they give you a proposition. That's called selling your soul. You don't gotta write your name in blood and no, selling your soul is eating that pork sandwich.
Right.
Selling your soul is you celebrating. Selling your soul is celebrating New Year's. Let's put it like that. Celebrating New Year's, that's you selling your soul to Satan. Mm-hmm. So you can't talk about the industry cats and the people that's all in the music and movie industry. You understand? That's actually you doing the same thing that they do. You just you know what I mean? Right. You just ain't getting all the crazy benefits that they getting with it. But the Lord said, man, be not conformed to this world. So like, sir, keep going.
That ye may prove what is that is like. That ye may prove what that is good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
Yeah, man. Like, you better realize, man, what the Lord wants you to do. One thing first, man, the Lord wants you to come in these classes, man, and get yourself together because this is the only place, you understand, the Isupk is the only place in the world that you can come and get yourself together for real. I mean, for real. There's nowhere else where, you you can actually have your wife around, and your wife wouldn't. Nobody would try to talk to your wife. You can leave your wallet around in our house, in our school, and nobody's going to touch anything in your wallet. You understand? We would know your social security and would never use it a day in our life, because that's the love and unity that we have for each other in here because of the Bible. And earlier, man, sister was like, she couldn't believe that brothers would never ever do that in the school. Like, she thought that we were just like anybody else. But we told her, we all confessed, I don't have to worry about these brothers doing it because they took the same oath that I took.
Right.
I don't have to worry about them trying to talk to my women. You understand? They would ask me first, hey, can your wife do my hair? They're not gonna go to her first. That's already understood because we have respect and love for one another.
Right.
Another thing too, man, we all know that here in the ISUBK, man, that we is not going to give our love to another people. We give our love to one another, man. First, we give our love to brothers and sisters that's in here and out of here, man. That's why we running these food programs. You understand? Running all types of programs for the people, regardless if they coming in here or not. We'd rather you come in here. But you don't, so be it. We still will help you because that's what you're supposed to do as shepherds, man.
Right.
Help your people, man. Visit them. Make sure that they getting the love and understanding that they need, man. With that being said, man, that's my time. I thank y'all for tuning in. You understand? Make sure you tune in to the ISBK. You understand? Every day throughout the week, 7 p.m., 9 p.m. All right. And on Saturdays, 10 p.m. to 12 p.m. All right. We got classes, physical classes. You can go to isbk.com. All right. Get the information in your nearest city near you. All right. We got physical classes, online classes, wherever you at, we got it. You understand? With that being said, all right, this is ISBK. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We've been teaching the truth since 1969 under Commander Julian Hanna. We're here to teach Blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans the truth of the Bible. All right, that being said, pass the class over to Priest and Officer Yediah.
Let's give Officer the card from hand. That being said, we're the ISUBK, started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Julian Hanna. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to set themselves in the world. They need transportation, that you will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe is the commandment. You can read about this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Ma'ashra, which means tenth in Hebrew, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department. Priest run, free will offer for priest, not mandatory. What's on the mind you like to give? Up and coming holy convocation. Be the Feast of Purim, the 14th day and the 15th day of the 12th month, Monday, February 14th, and February 15th, which is the Tuesday, in February 2022. You can read about that in the book of Esther, chapter 9, verse 20 to 31. Make sure all Akim and Aguak check the bulletin board in the hallway for any events that we may have. We have Passover coming up. I'm in Cocoa Beach, Florida. With that being said, you know what I mean? If any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, headband, scarf. And with that, I imagine this means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Ahmad Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua Barakatah. Dr. Tah, hands down. Sorry for your sisters, Imagine. Your sister Jeremiah Shabbat with your feet at a 45-degree angle with your right hand over your left and your head bowed and covered. Men of Israel, we're going to give the sisters one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Ahmad Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Shamar Latham Ba'Shem Yahshua. Y'all can with his hands down, clap this.